In the colorful town of Spellbound Springs lived a young witch named Willow, who had just turned 13, the age when every witch receives their first magical broomstick. While her classmates got sleek, modern brooms with automatic hovering features and built-in navigation spells, Willow inherited her grandmother's ancient broomstick. The broom, named Bristles, was unlike any other. Its wooden handle was twisted with age, and its bristles stuck out at odd angles. But most notably, Bristles had a personality, and not a particularly pleasant one. No, no, no! Bristles would protest whenever Willow tried to fly. Your grip is all wrong, and your posture absolutely dreadful. The broom would wiggle and shake, sometimes flying in the opposite direction of where Willow wanted to go. At the Witches' Academy, Willow struggled during flying lessons. While other students gracefully soared through the air, she and Bristles argued their way through basic maneuvers. Left! Go left! Willow would plead. Right is clearly the better direction. Bristles would grumble, veering sharply. One stormy evening, Willow discovered an old diary in her grandmother's attic. It contained notes about Bristles. A fine broom requires patience and understanding. Listen to what it has to say, for every bristle holds a century of wisdom. Inspired by her grandmother's words, Willow decided to try a different approach. Instead of fighting with Bristles, she began asking for advice. What's the best way to handle crosswinds? She'd inquire. Finally, a sensible question, Bristles would respond, enthusiastically explaining advanced flying techniques. As days passed, Willow learned that Bristles had flown through countless adventures. The broom had helped her grandmother rescue magical creatures, navigate through enchanted forests, and even win the prestigious Moonlight Marathon 3 times. Their breakthrough moment came during the Annual Broomstick Obstacle Course. Rather than giving commands, Willow asked, "Shall we dance, Bristles?" To everyone's amazement, witch and broom moved as one. They spiraled through floating rings, glided under low branches, and performed perfect figure eights around clouds. Bristles' experience, combined with Willow's natural grace, created a spectacular performance. "You remind me of your grandmother," Bristles admitted afterward, its voice softer than usual. She also knew that partnership is more powerful than control. Together, they discovered new flying techniques. Bristles taught Willow secret shortcuts through the sky, and Willow introduced Bristles to modern flying styles. The old broom even agreed to try some contemporary modifications, though it drew the line at installing a GPS crystal. Other young witches began asking Willow for flying advice, amazed by how she and Bristles worked together. Even the newest, most expensive brooms couldn't match their synchronized movements and innovative techniques. During that year's Harvest Moon Festival, Willow and Bristles performed an aerial dance that left spectators spellbound. Their performance combined traditional witch flights with modern acrobatics, proving that old and new magic could create something extraordinary. "You know," Bristles said one evening as they watched the sunset from high above the town, "I've been flying for 300 years, but I've never had a partner quite like you." Willow smiled, patting the old wooden handle. "And I couldn't ask for a better teacher or friend." From that day forward, whenever young witches received their first broomsticks, they were told the story of Willow and Bristles. It taught them that the best magic comes not from having the newest or fanciest tools, but from patience, respect, and true partnership. As for Willow and Bristles, they continued their adventures, proving that sometimes the most challenging beginnings lead to the most magical friendships. Their story became a reminder that wisdom often comes wrapped in unusual packages, even in the form of a grumpy old broomstick with crooked bristles and a heart of gold.